Hey guys, what's up? Sirmel11 here. This is gonna be an update video on what I've been reading and what I've been watching on TV. The thumbnail is Fairy Tail, but if you haven't clicked off of this already, because some people don't like Fairy Tail for some reason, I'm talking about Fairy Tail, Toriko, Itsuwaribito, Soul Eater, and some junk on TV. So let's get started. Fairy Tail 8. This is the volume I bought from Code Provider. It's you should go check out his channel, by the way. It's basically the conclusion of the war. The way I felt in the Natsu versus Gajeel fight, if that's how you say it, or Gajeel, I don't know. They were basically hitting each other a lot, and Natsu kind of got a power up, and then he defeated him. I did enjoy it though. And then they're just laying there in the ruins. I would say ruins of the building and all that. I like Lucy's new key, Sagittario. Oh, wait, no, that's from Beyblade. Sagittarius was the actual name. And yeah. Let me take a look in this volume and see if there's anything else I want to discuss. This Jubia character, she's pretty weird. I think she likes Gray, or she's in love or something. These guys are supposed to be like such a big deal, and Natsu and the other guys just took them down, and I think Gajeel, he was like the real problem for everyone. Cause wasn't he like almost torturing Lucy, kinda? I know he was like throwing daggers at her. I'm not sure if he was actually like hitting her, but who knows? Makarov. He's a character I don't really like. Don't really like the design. Don't really like the powers. He's supposed to be like the master of fairy tale, but his powers are like kind of stupid in my opinion. He basically can grow larger, and be pretty dangerous, but I'm not really into that. Okay, so that's Fairy Tail Volume 8. Fairy Tail is a very good series, and I recommend checking that out. Next one, first volume of Toriko. Yeah, so let's just go. I was gonna do a review on this, but it seems the reviews aren't really that popular. Cause when I started making these new videos called let's just call them Windows Movie Maker videos. The first thing was the Soul Eater review, and I actually worked really hard on that, as if it was like a project for school or something. And the views were like below 100, I think. So I stopped doing that. This was very interesting. Basically, the main character Toriko wants to create like his own like menu. I think, yeah, he wants to create his own menu, and it kind of sends him on wild adventures to like defeat these huge monsters and then like cook them, and then they make a meal and then they put it on the menu. I think this happened twice, so his menu is getting filled up pretty quickly. I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the other volumes because I mean, you can't just straight up fill up his menu. There's got to be something that happens, like perhaps there's a plot. There's like a villain introduced somewhere, so they don't like finish the menu like right away. Or maybe his menu gets burned and he doesn't remember. I don't know. I just really like this. At first, like when I saw this, I thought this was gonna be like some big muscular characters just fighting and stuff, and then it might have an element of food. But Toriko is a pretty strong guy, and this is more than worthy enough to be a Shonen Jump title. Um, the fight scenes are pretty good. I think the creator said something about him wanting to be he wanted to make like the food scenes interesting, or he said some people might find them boring or something. Um, who knows? There's one more thing I want to say. Toriko seems to have like this inner beast inside of him that can like scare monsters. I want to learn more about that. Like, is that actually like a demon or something inside of him? And what's the other guy's name? Komatsu, I think. I can't find the name. Komatsu. Komatsu. He's pretty hilarious because he's like reacting to all the outrageous stuff that happens in there. It's hilarious. And then the Jack guy who has like the boat, he's pretty cool. And Toriko is another series I recommend, and Fairy Tail and Toriko might be a contender in my 2012 best manga list. Itsuwaribito is the next thing that's up. This is very interesting. This is a great manga. Like, this is a Shonen Sunday title, which means it's not in Shonen Jump. It's like in another one of the Shonen things, but it's very good. Basically it's about a liar, and then there's one guy who's like a doctor with him called Yakuma, and he can't lie. He always tells the truth. And then basically they're going on like all these adventures, and it's very interesting. I don't even know what else to say. Utsuo doesn't even have any powers. Well, I guess like the power of lying. Sometimes you can't really tell when he's lying or something. That's very interesting. And then he carries around like these small bombs and stuff. He has like poison. But some of that stuff has been used it was used in the first volume. I would kind of like them to expand more on like all his attacks, and I think his backstory is done because his whole backstory was explained in the first volume. It's really hilarious because Utsuo and Pucci want to do all this stupid stuff, and Yakuma's like stopping them, and then throughout the volume they various people are like saying that he's like a mother figure. Even Utsuo himself says that. I didn't really like the village at the end of volume 2. I'm not even joking around. They should have killed all those people. Like, the way I feel is like, if someone mistreats you, even if it's like it's in an anime or a manga or a cartoon, like, they deserve to be hit, and then like you might end up treating them nice or something. I don't know if things in real life would work like that, but who knows. These are probably the most recent things I've read. Itsuwaribito, Fairy Tail 9, and Soul Eater 3. Fairy Tail 9, there's been like a confusion on who the main character is between Lucy and Natsu. I'm pretty sure it's Natsu, but Fairy Tail Volume 9 focuses only on Lucy. So, you don't want any spoilers, you don't have to watch this. I recommend all 4 of these series. This one, some Loki stuff happened. Loki was basically a spirit. He was like one of those key spirits or celestial spirits, however you say it. His master was mistreating another spirit, and basically he switched places with that spirit, and then he wouldn't leave. He wouldn't go back home until the master stopped mistreating them. And basically Loki he stayed in the world for a long time, and eventually his master died on a mission. Because I think it takes like magic power to keep the spirit in the world, and by him just staying there, it's kind of like murder. I didn't think it was murder, but I think that's how Loki saw it, and he can't return to the celestial spirit world. Then Lucy has like to fight for him and stuff, and I think she has his key now. Yeah, she has his key now. But still, it probably would take a. He can't really return to Fairy Tail as a wizard and all that stuff, because it's gonna take a while for him to. I don't think Lucy can like manifest him for that long. So yeah, he'll just probably come out. I bet he'll come out like some epic arc. I don't know. Were there any hints to the next arc? This Luxus guy, he's a jerk. I want to learn out. I want to learn more about what he's gonna do, cause he seems like he's gonna cause some trouble at Fairy Tail. Yeah. Out of all of this, let's see. How did I enjoy this? Fairy Tail 9 would be number 1. Itsuwaribito or Toriko. Toriko wasn't read recently, so I don't really know, but like I said, they both can make it in second place. And then Fairy Tail 8, and then Soul Eater 3. The reason Soul Eater 3 was in last place because the first and second volume had me like so happy and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is a great series, and then I get to the third volume. I still enjoy it, but it's okay. In some places the art looks kind of funny. Let me put this mic down. I'll move closer to it. See if you guys can hear me. People always say there's a problem with the volume in the videos, but I said there's a problem with your speakers. I believe in volume 2 that Soul and Maka were fighting Corona and Ragnarok, and Soul got cut and like black blood got into him, and it's like having effects on him. And then Maka's like she's like eaten up by what happened to him, and like every time she sees like the injury, she gets sad. And then the whole thing with Blackstar and Death the Kid trying to go get the Excalibur sword, and then the Excalibur sword being like very hard to work with. That was very interesting, but I think eventually they might have to go after the sword. And the character that comes out of Excalibur, or the character who is Excalibur, I've seen that image a lot, but I didn't know it belonged to Soul Eater. And then the whole thing with the Tsubaki and her brother stuff, it was okay. I wish Blackstar would have beat up those villagers, because they treated him horribly. They treated him bad. I'm really sorry, I can't talk. Because if you remember, they were hitting him on the head with these sticks and stuff. It was crazy. Like, eventually, I would have punched him in the face. Let me think more about this. And do the villagers know that he's a survivor of his clan? He's the only one left. And he's kind of right. People should drop what happened in the past, especially if it has nothing to do with him. Sure, it's his clan, but he didn't do anything. I can't believe the DWMA, Death Weapon Masters Academy. I'm just making sure I got that right. I can't believe they killed all those people. I think that's the soul wavelength thing. The Blackstar. Let me see. What is the name of this attack? He used this in Volume 2, I think, against Dr. Stein, but it had no effect. It was pretty clear after a while that Tsubaki would get her brother's sword as a new mode, cause yeah, that's what I thought. I love how Black Star, he gets all serious once they try to attack Tsubaki for no reason, and then he's just like, "I'll kill you." Um, and then the guy has like he has the nerve to throw a stick at Soul he has the nerve to throw a stick at Black Star while he's far away. Like really, I bet Black Star could just go in there and just like kill all of them. I'm pretty sure the Medusa stuff is gonna come out eventually, and Dr. Stein seems like a pretty smart character, so I think he's gonna reveal that. Actually, I believe the last part of the volume, the last chapter, was more interesting than the whole volume itself. I wasn't really into the whole Tsubaki, Black Star, and then the Death of the Kid and Black Star stuff. I want to see more about this guy who's in jail. And Medusa, she is dangerous. Like putting the snakes in their mouths, and she didn't have to activate her powers, so the people couldn't even sense her. It's very interesting. Okay, so let me just put my manga in a good pile. The whole thing about taking manga out is if you don't have a bookcase, you can really mess up the volumes. I think I said that, but it's true. Like some of these volumes are already kind of messed up. Like the Fairy Tail 9, I got that in like bad condition on the spine. And then Fairy Tail 8 like has like a huge cut across it. And some of the pages are kind of curved in the beginning. Alright, on the TV shows. Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls. Oh my god. You came to Disney. You gave me some hope for Disney. Gravity Falls is an amazing show. You guys have to see this. I gave up on Phineas and Ferb. It's the same thing every episode. Of course, that's you should know it's the same thing every episode, but after a while it got boring to me. They're just building stuff, and then you have Perry versus Dr. Doofenshmirtz, and then somehow what Dr. Doofenshmirtz does affects them, and then when Mom comes home, she doesn't see the stuff. It gets boring after a while. Gravity Falls is amazing, and then it's one of the shows these days that actually does a whole half an hour show. And then shows like Regular Show, Adventure Time, Phineas and Ferb only have like 15-minute episodes, but I think the 15-minute episodes because Cartoon Network doesn't want that, because I remember creator of Regular Show finally saying Cartoon Network, I think he said like they're finally letting him do he said they're finally moving on to 30-minute specials or episodes. Adventure Time does specials for that, but that's about it. Those are both great shows, but let's talk more about Gravity Falls. So basically there's like a mystery surrounding the area. You got Dipper, the main character. You got his sister Mabel. You got Seuss. Seuss is hilarious. His whole thing is he always calls everyone dude. And then some of the things he says is so hilarious. If you've seen episode 2, he's like, the side characters always get killed off or something. And he's like, dude, am I a side character? Do you ever think about that? I was cracking up. You got their Grunkle Stan, which means great uncle. At first that kind of confused me. I think that's like a new word. Is that a new word? I don't know. I haven't seen that word before. But Grunkle Stan, in episode 1, they kind of made it like, he's a big part of the mystery in Gravity Falls, but who knows? He does seem like he cares for his great niece and nephew. Is that the right term? I don't know. Whatever. I am watching it right now. The whole thing with the wax candle things coming to life, and then they had like Larry King. I like how they had like someone a little bit more modern. being like a wax statue. I don't really know like all the wax statues, but they had like some old classic stuff from the past in history, and then they had someone who's still alive today, so it's pretty interesting. Um, and the whole journal that Dipper found in the first episode supposedly has like information on all the creatures and all the weird stuff in Gravity Falls. Um, there's the one girl on the show with like red hair. She hasn't really been used as much. Let me see if I can find her name. I think it's Wendy. Is it Wendy? Let me search that up. Sometimes a wiki is better than a Wikipedia. Alright, so let me see. This guy is a writer. He's a former writer for Flapjack and Fishhooks, so yeah, that shows his credibility. Yeah, Wendy. She doesn't have that much information on here. Oh, guys, the creator, he plays Stan and Seuss. That's awesome. Seuss has more character development than Wendy. Wendy needs to go on an adventure with Dipper and Mabel. And yeah, let me see. There's one thing. One Disney. To all the haters who say, oh, Disney sucks now. Where's That So Raven? Where's Bill of the Future? Where's all the cartoons, the Proud Family? Okay, eventually a show has to end. Eventually, people have to grow up. Eventually, they have to introduce new Disney stars. This stuff happened a while ago. This stuff happened while you were that age when that stuff aired, and now you're older and you're just like, oh, I hate Disney. It sounds so stupid and contradictory. So you enjoyed like all the new stars they introduced, but now you don't enjoy it. I agree that some of the shows are bad, but Good Luck Charlie's pretty good. Phineas and Ferb is good to an extent, in my opinion. Gravity Falls is amazing. So there's 3 shows right now that you can watch on Disney as of 2012, Sunday, July 8th. If I missed anything, or just tell me. Don't leave. I am just thinking about stuff. Eventually, when I first saw the art style, I was thinking, this looks kind of similar to The Simpsons, but I was like, maybe the Simpsons creator made this. He didn't. It's made by Alex Hirsch. Shows. Young Justice Invasion. I haven't really given my thoughts on that. That's amazing. It's got like the same feel of Young Justice, except they got new characters and like some stuff happens. Like some of the characters aren't part of the league, and some of the characters like all over the place now. I'm really enjoying it. I'm not sure if it got canceled or it's on a break. It shouldn't be on a season break because the last episode wasn't really that groundbreaking. Let's talk about anime. Pokemon anime, Black and White, Rival Destinies. That's pretty good. I don't really enjoy the battles as much, but I'm gonna go more into detail with that on a Pokemon video. But yeah, it's better because they kind of took out most of the filler. There's only a small amount of filler. Beyblade Metal Masters. I gave my thoughts on that. Pretty good series. I can't wait till Metal Fury comes to the U.S. Let me see. I've been trying to play my Wii. I haven't played it in a while. I kind of suck at Mario Kart Wii now. I remember myself being like more in the front and like dancing around and all that stuff. I'm kind of sucking at Mario Kart 7 too. That might be a hint for a later video. I play a little bit of Brawl. It's still fun if you have friends and stuff. But my one friend who plays with me on Brawl, he quits way too quickly. I still have to beat Monster Hunter try. You guys are probably like, what the heck? He's so slow at video games. I just haven't been playing it. And then some of the bosses in Monster Hunter are dangerous and like crazy. I beat Spectrobe's Origins. You guys should know about that. Um, there's a lot of Wii, DS, and 3DS, and anime and manga that I want to pick up. Alright, let me see what have I covered. I've covered Disney. Alright, Good Luck Charlie. Amazing start to the season. New season. What season are we on? Like season 3 or 4? Or maybe even 5, I don't know. New season is amazing. I'm not sure why they introduced a new baby. That was kind of stupid. Because I was like, aren't you gonna have to make diaries for both babies? But she's not gonna do that. She's still making diaries for Charlie. But it almost seems like the whole point of the show was for Teddy to make diaries for Charlie to understand like the family and stuff. What about the other kid? But who knows? I went to go see I saw what's that name of that movie? It's a Dr. Seuss movie, The Lorax. That was pretty entertaining, but I fell asleep. Not because it was boring, but because I was tired. Great movie, great elements, very exciting, and yeah, it's kind of different from the original book. They changed some stuff. I went to go see Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. That was good. Can't really go into detail about that. It's kind of inappropriate, but yeah, it's good. Have you guys seen I think it's like Pikachu on Acid? It's like from High Five Tunes, I believe that's their name. Basically Pikachu somehow one of the Pokemon did like acid move and then it went to Pikachu's mouth and Pikachu looks like it's on acid and stuff. And there's like this old guy who says, "Go get him, Ash," and then he's looking at his backside. That's another inappropriate thing I probably shouldn't be talking about. Hmm. Do not leave. I have more to discuss. Big Time Rush. Big Time Rush is off to another show that's off to an amazing start to the season. I like how they keep trying to change up the story, but this one's kind of the same as season 2, because basically season 1 they were nobodies. Season 2 they became famous, and then there was like new kids at the Palmwoods, and season 3 is like they're superstars now, like worldwide, and now there's paparazzi everywhere. They're introducing new characters while they still have the same old characters, which I like. I like how Big Time Rush, the guy who created this, Scott Fellows, he makes sure to have like a show with a large amount of characters, because his previous series, if you remember, Nasty Classified, there were only like 5 main characters, but there were like more characters around the school, and they had like things that made them interesting and different. Nickelodeon, Legend of Korra season 1 was great. I'm hoping for season 2. What else? I watched Video Game High School by Freddie Wong and Brandon, and it has Freddie's brother Jimmy in there. That stuff is awesome. I marathon the whole series in one night, and there was one episode left, and then I watched that, and oh my god, you guys have to see that. I left some recommendations on their comments section, so I hope they see that. I spent my time typing it out and all, but whatever. You guys should definitely follow me on Twitter. My followers keep changing from 300 to lower. It seems like I can't break 300 and just stay there. iCarly's gonna be ending soon. They recently filmed the last episode. What else? Victorious is starting to get better than iCarly, definitely. What else can I go into detail with? Figured It Out's pretty good. Most of this stuff I'm trying to talk about, I have videos that I have videos that I've already done or that are like on my iPod. So you guys should just just take this as a huge hint to what's coming. Did I break 30? Oh man, I broke 31 minutes. Let me see. Yeah, this video is gonna take a while to upload, and I'm not even sure who's gonna watch a 30-minute video. So let me just end it off here. Wait, I like Dead Man Wonderland. That's amazing too. Very exciting. I'm not really into Casher and Sins. Bleach is still on filler, which is stupid, but it should be off of filler in August, I think. Thanks for watching, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at Melvin2898. You can like the Sermon 11 Facebook fan page. We have 5 fans right now, which is bad. Check out some of my favorite channels on my channel in the featured channels box and in the comments section. I don't have my ending down pat. Thanks for watching. Comment to join the discussion and rate the video because your feedback matters. Share with your friends because they need to see this. Subscribe for more videos like this and etc. I'm Sermon 11. That's my video.